The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside the South Atlantic Conference's Coach of the Year, Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman gets set for SAC semifinal action against Lincoln Memorial, and Carson-Newman has 4 players on all conference teams. Coach, you are the Coach of the Year. You have 4 all-conference players, just the second time in the history of the conference that has been done. For you in this year's group, obviously you still have a lot that you want to accomplish, but looking back on the season so far, how special has this group been for you?
I mean, clearly, you look back at our record, 27-2, and the way we've played for the better part of the year. It's been a memorable. I don't know that we can duplicate it again, or if it ever will be. It's just been a special group. Obviously, a lot of offensive firepower that we've had, and our style of play has been very exciting. And we knew kind of before the year even started that we had a lot of really good players, and I was blessed as a coach, to be able to coach this group, and the jury was out as to how good we actually could be. And so to be sitting where we're at right now, I wouldn't say that we've exceeded expectations, but, I thought we could be there, but I think they probably have exceeded, really, to be honest with you, especially the way that they've scored the basketball.
Michael Wester is one of just 4 players to be a multi-time first-team all-conference player. She was able to answer the bell after last season, but Harris Price stepped her game up big time. Kayla Marisites comes in. She's a second-team all-conference pick. And Bree Smith comes in. She's honorable mention, and she has a phenomenal year, 10th in the league in scoring. Right. Those 4 players, how much have they been able to lead your group, not only in terms of the stats, but as well as what they do off the floor?
Well, when you see, first of all, they're hard workers. I'll tell you that much right now, and they've tried to make it about we, not me. I mean, a lot of these guys could be somewhere else, scoring more points, but they've had to put their stars aside and try to play within a team framework. And I think that's why we've done so well this year, is because they've made it about the team and not about an individual. And we talk about all the time that if we just focus on the team and focus on what we want to try to accomplish, that if you do good things, individual accolades are going to come. If you put the individual stuff first, then you're going to see yourself stumble and fall. And so I've been very proud of how they've shared the basketball. They like getting assists. You look at Kayla in particular, she wants to go rebound. And so there's not any jealousy there. They just want to make sure that the team does well, because they know that ultimately the team is what's going to be remembered the most, not necessarily individual players. And so I think that all the awards that we've gotten is going to be based basically off of those guys and how they've played. Now, you go to your glue guys, they're just as important as obviously your leading scorers. But again, as me as a coach, and I've said this many times, I mean, I'm really blessed to have the roster we have. It's kind of been like a perfect storm of guys coming in where they transfer, recruiting, and whatever. And so, to put a roster like this together again is going to be very difficult.
You mentioned the fact that you knew that this team would be good. You just didn't know how good they would be. Right. Do you have a particular moment this season, be it practice, be it a game, where you really thought, wow, this could be really be a special year? Honestly,
it was that first weekend when we were down at Aiken, and Stubby had to miss because of a function that she had to go to, and of course we put Kayla in the starting lineup, and we beat Aiken there, but then we played Lander, and we knew that was a big game. They were ranked 15th in the country at the time, and I saw some things in that game. I was like, wow, this team can be really special. And then, we go and play King, but then we go down and we play a really good North Georgia team, and I saw some really good stuff there. And at that point in time, we knew that this was a different animal this year, that we've had good teams in the past, and I don't want to take anything away from them, but there was always that something missing. And this year we were more complete than what we had ever been. And so at that point we knew that there was some good stuff. If we could stay together, and that's what I've been the most proud of, is that they have stayed together. And they've put it about the team and not about an individual player, and I think that's why we've had the success we've had.
You turn your sights to this weekend now, and the SAC semifinals. You got to win that one to get to the tournament finals, and you play a Lincoln Memorial team that just beat you a week ago. What is the preparation like for this group after LMU not only beat you a week ago, but they bounced you last year in the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job up there. We've tried to spin it to where that did us more good than harm in terms of that loss. It exposed us in many ways. Our defense wasn't very good. The effort wasn't very good, and LMU took it to us, and they beat us up there. And so it's kind of a good thing that we're not going into that game basically having won both games, it's a rubber match, and so we know now, like, that's going to be we knew it anyway. It was going to be a very tough game. They've got some talented players for sure, and they're going to play hard. Even though it's a tournament game, it's still a rivalry game, and both teams are going to play hard, and I look forward to our guys coming out and certainly doing much better on the defensive end than what they did up in Harrogate.
Coach, appreciate the time. Congrats on the plaudit.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.